We got two dumb criminals who think that robbing people and unaliving people is cool. They do. So we're gonna watch the whole breakdown, the whole video. This is Rich House Crime, man. We emphasize dumb criminals here, so if you were smart, you would never end up on this channel. If you're watching, let me know where you're from, and let's get right into it.
On July 2nd, 2019, Pablo Reyes and Brandon Cruz were brought in for interrogation regarding two armed robberies committed the previous day. Authorities suspect the pair stopped a motorist at a traffic light, held him at gunpoint, and ordered him to drive to the nearest ATM. The victim managed to escape, but sustained a minor gunshot wound when one of the two men fired a handgun at him. The suspects then stole his truck and fled the scene. A few hours later, they attempted to force another victim into the trunk of their own car, but he managed to escape on foot. The detectives put the two men into separate rooms and begin by interrogating Pablo. What they don't know is that both men were involved in a third robbery, which resulted in the murder of Sandy Cervantes.
You're probably wondering why you...
Do they not know everything is on camera? What they dumbass?
Here, you said it yourself. Why you're here? We are investigating a case, and do you know Brandon?
Yeah.
Brandon's saying a lot of things about you.
Oh no, Brandon, tell him.
Kind of verify what's going on a case that we're working.
What is he saying about me, though?
Well, that's what we need to talk about.
Yeah, you might as well just tell, bro.
And we found the truck, and we also found Brandon, and we talked to him about it, and he's blaming it all on you.
Oh, hell no!
He wasn't there. That you came to his house in that black truck. He sat in it for a few minutes, and you said you had jacked the truck.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't show up in no damn black truck over there.
Are your fingerprints, right now we're processing that vehicle. Are your fingerprints going to be in that truck at all?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever touch it, go in it, talk to Brandon in it? Because you're going to have to be real clear on that because...
Yes, I did talk to Brandon in it.
Okay. Now tell me what happened.
Yeah.
How you came to talk to Brandon in it.
He showed up at the executive. That's on him.
He's blaming you.
That's on him, though.
He's blaming you.
But I didn't do nothing. I promise you I didn't do nothing. I don't want to go to prison. Fuck that. I didn't do nothing. I didn't no part of that.
Bro, it ain't even been 2 minutes, bro. Damn, bro. It ain't even been 2 minutes. You already know it's about to happen.
That truck. He showed up at the executive in it. That's all I know.
Tell me, you said you did know what. This is the deal. I think Brandon shot a man.
Oh.
It's serious, okay?
The detectives tell Pablo that Brandon has given him up and he should confess if he cares about his future. Pablo doesn't hesitate and immediately tells the detectives that Brandon was a shooter and he stole the truck.
Oh no.
You gotta be honest, man. He showed up at the executive, said he shot somebody for his truck, man. He wanted me to ride with him. He drove off for like, I don't know, 5-10 feet, dude. And I told him, no, stop the truck, get me the fuck out.
You got
so my fingerprints are gonna be on that door on the passenger side and everything, dude. That's it, dude. I told him I didn't want no part of that truck. He told me he shot somebody for that truck. That's all I know, dude. And I got off.
Hey,
I didn't show up at no.
Let me ask you this.
I didn't show up nowhere.
Let me ask you this.
38 EP, none of that.
If we need the shooter, okay?
Him. If he put me on the bus, it's him.
So now y'all telling on each other.
I don't like guns. I don't play
let me ask you this. If you were just with him and you saw him shoot that guy, that's the best witness we have. And we need that. We need that information. Now, if you were there and you didn't know what he was going to do, because he's putting the gun in your hand.
Oh, man.
We need an eyewitness on who saw him shoot.
Man.
We want to know if we can trust you to tell us.
You can. I have nothing to do with that truck, man.
Man.
I have nothing to do with it, dude.
What did you see happen?
I didn't see nothing. I don't know, man.
I can tell when I talk to you about the video, I saw your face. You're going to be on that video when I see it tomorrow.
Oh,
and
man.
You're not going to be in my office when I see that tomorrow.
Don't cry now.
This is what I saw. And if you didn't shoot that man,
I didn't, dude.
Did you see what happened to him? You're not responsible for what's. If me and him.
Ain't no way in hell he gonna tell no more, man. That's it. He done told already. It's over.
That's all I know.
Did he ever go to the ATM? Did anybody go to the ATM? Get any money?
This is where he shot him at.
In front of the ATM?
Yes.
Did he get any money out of the ATM?
No.
Who put the card into the ATM?
Nobody put the card into the
Did you
ATM.
get that far?
No. The dude tried to run. Brandon shot him.
Oh.
I know I'm still gonna get in trouble for that. I know I am.
Wait a minute. I thought you said you hit him in the car. Wait a minute, sir.
You tell me I'm not. You know I am, though.
Oh, man.
You know I am, dude.
This is what we do. We write a report and we put what you said,
Ah.
that you weren't the shooter, where it came from,
Yeah, it's
and we
over, bro.
corroborate that, okay? Do you know what he did with that gun?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Do you know what kind it was?
It's a 40 Glock or 40 something, 40 Smith & Wesson, 40 something. It's a 40 though.
How you know?
Pablo breaks down as he realizes he will be going back to prison. The detectives know they have to interview Brandon next, and he may not be as honest as Pablo was. To prepare, they do their best to get as much information out of Pablo before speaking with Brandon.
Okay, you jump in the passenger and Brandon jumps in the backside.
Yes.
Okay. And then what happens?
We make him go to the ATM.
Okay, and then y'all get to the ATM machine and then what happens?
Dude was bullshitting, trying to reverse it and put it in reverse and drive. He did it for the second time, and Brandon said, "What the fuck are you doing? Just go, put it in drive, and get in front of the ATM."
Does Brandon have his gun at it this time?
Yes, yeah.
Alright, then what happens?
Rollins didn't even get 2 steps, and Brandon shot him, dude.
Or if we find the gun, your prints, your DNA, something like that.
Right.
You know, does that make sense?
I mean, I'm touched that gun a couple times.
Okay, let me ask you this. Pablo, if you're so afraid of guns, why in the world would you touch a gun?
Why?
It's funny, because they're kind of interesting, dude.
Okay.
They're kind of,
But I
don't like when you pull the trigger. And I just don't like that sound, man.
You've got to. I'm gonna tell you right now, Pablo.
If
I thought you don't like guns.
We're gonna know. He said he touched
That's
it.
all I do is just hold it, man.
Okay, and that's fine. We should find his DNA on it too, right? It's his gun.
Yes.
Okay, then if then that makes sense. That will make sense on the evidence. Okay, just like we knew that you were in the passenger seat, we just found the fingerprints, and you were telling the truth.
Before moving on to Brandon, the detectives ask Pablo if he was involved in the second robbery as well. They've already convinced him that Brandon threw him under the bus, and that they have his DNA on most of the evidence. Pablo initially tries to deny his involvement,
This is
but
crazy.
he quickly changes his mind.
I don't like jacking cars and stuff like that, bro. I don't like robbing, dude. I really don't. I hate that shit, bro. I hate stealing. I like working, bro. That's the truth. That nigga was just walking out of the hotel room at the apartment complex. And Brandon said, "Look, let's go get him." I'm like, "I'm not going, you go." When Brandon walked over there, pointed the gun at him, man, the black guy threw his arms up, like, snatched the keys out of his hand. Brandon told me to open the trunk and let's stick him in the trunk, man. Alright, dog, I opened the trunk and then black dude didn't want to get in there, and Brandon was about to shoot him, dog. And then he said, "I got kids, I got sons, I got sons." I'm like, "Man, just leave him alone, dog, just leave him alone." There's really like 3 or 4 people standing.
Wait a minute. But I thought this man right here don't got no common sense. Didn't you just say that the man hit him by the ATM?
On the balconies up there, man. I told Brandon not to shoot him. Brandon wanted to shoot him, but he did it, man. Just got in the car, so
Brandon immediately confesses to purchasing the weapon from a random guy he had just met, but he claims that he bought it after the robberies would have taken place. The detectives decide it's time to tell him that Pablo has already thrown him under the bus.
Pablo done told on you, bro.
How about that blue car that was in his backyard?
The blue car, I don't know about the
He's
blue.
saying that blue car was yours.
Yeah,
That
man.
you asked him and you told him that that's why he was going to your house this morning.
No, really, he was
And
going.
he's saying that blue car is yours 100%. And I'll tell you why that blue car is important.
Yeah, Pablo, tell him, bro.
Robbery. And he's putting that on you too.
Yeah, nah,
Okay.
I didn't have nothing to do with that. I don't even know what color the car was, you know what I'm saying?
And he's also saying that something about a black truck. That you were on the phone talking to someone about a black truck and you dumped it off at university.
Oh, man.
Nah,
Did y'all
I
discuss
didn't.
this? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know where y'all were at.
Yeah, no,
I just want to be fair and let you
Yeah.
know what he's saying because it's not fair to let him sit here and blame everything on you.
Yeah, nah.
Will you give us consent for your? Has he already given consent for his cell phone? he's telling us certain things about, and we can process your phone and verify that some of the things that he's telling us aren't true. Will you give us consent for your cell phone?
Yeah, you could look at my cell phone.
We'll do it right now while you're here. If you'll read that, and we'll get that processed. We're investigating some very serious crimes, okay? Are you going to be, even if one guy got shot this morning, I'm just going to flat out say that, and it involved that black truck. Are your fingerprints or anything going to be in that truck? No. Were you ever in it? No, did you ever drive it? Because we'll find out. And we just need, what we're looking for is the guy that shot the guy. And if you were just present and you saw what happened, you saw someone else and you were in that truck, we're going to find out. But then when we get to that person that was driving that truck, or that did shoot him, and they blame you and your fingerprints are in there, you see how that's going to look? Would you say you have a very unique look? Can we agree with that with your tattoos on your face? Is anyone going to describe you in any of our robberies? We had 2 of them.
No.
No? And you shouldn't be on any video at an ATM. Read that real quick, and then we'll get, we may be able to clear it up through your phone, because he's blaming everything on you.
Wow. You seem like a stand-up dude. Might as well just own.
Yeah, I own up to mine. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like him. I could have let him took that rap for that gun, that backpack. You think that ain't mine?
So you got the boys, right? You guys tight?
Nah.
That's your cousin?
That's my cousin.
That's your real cousin?
Through marriage. Because I was married to his baby mama. I mean, to his cousin, my baby mama.
Okay.
My baby mama is his cousin, my blood. So we're cousins by marriage.
You haven't discharged any firearms?
No, no sir.
In the last 24 hours, or 2 days, or anything?
No sir.
So you bought that gun for $150 cash?
Yes sir.
And then what did you do with it? Or
messed up your whole life.
I didn't go nowhere. I just had it with me in backpack.
Up until this point, Brandon has appeared very calm because he knows there isn't enough evidence to convict him of the robberies, but that is about to change. The detectives revealed that the phone belonging to the victim that was shot has been pinging at Brandon's apartment. They are just waiting for a search warrant to search Brandon's home.
This tells me you know something about it. That phone is in your where you were at last night. That phone for that victim.
That can't be right.
Look. If you weren't the shooter, you're gonna have to give us a shooter.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to lay everything on the table? What?
Do you want to give us consent to search the house then? If you have nothing in there? Yeah, consent.
I ain't got nothing in the house.
His mom's there. She's the one that owns it, right?
It's either my mom or my aunt, one of those.
They have a bunch of property that they're seizing right now. But, Brandon, you've got to take care of Brandon right now and tell us what happened.
Look, my homeboy stays with me. Well, he has his stuff there with me, you know what I'm saying?
What's his name?
I'm not gonna give y'all a name if we ain't gonna work nothing out.
You're gonna. What do you want to work out?
I mean, you see, I'm not gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Because right now,
I did not have the phone in my possession. I did not have the phone in my possession. Now, if I would have had the phone in my possession, I'd be like, all right, yeah, it was me. You know what I'm saying? I had the phone.
What do you know about it, Brandon? You're gonna have to.
Somebody got to
take care
say
of yourself right now. This is serious.
I know a little about it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around the bush with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I'm not dumb. I know y'all ain't dumb. You know what I'm saying? It works both ways, right?
Yo, he's dumb.
I mean,
he dumb.
I don't know about the car. I know somewhat about the truck. I don't know what happened to the dude. I know somewhat what happened to the truck, though. You know what I'm saying?
What happened to the truck?
But that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to talk no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say nothing no more. I mean, if we come to an agreement, I mean...
I will tell you this. It's illegal for me to offer you anything. I wish I could.
I know.
I wish I could tell you.
I know that. And I go back to prison. I wish I know I am. You know how much fights I have to get into? You know how much ass whoopings I'm gonna have to take? You know how much broken bones I'm gonna have? You know how much stab wounds I'm gonna get? Lifeless. Cause in there, nigga, they don't care. Oh, he's a snitch.
So then why'd you do so?
He got to go.
Brandon was also booked into the county jail on the same charges as Pablo was. While they were waiting to be sentenced, police found the remains of Sandy Cervantes inside an abandoned home in Hockley County, Texas. 10 months prior, Sandy had been abducted from a gas station parking lot as she was attempting to buy fuel. According to witness testimony, 2 men assaulted and robbed her, then put her into the trunk of her own vehicle and drove away. It wasn't until her body was found almost a year later that the police were able to find DNA evidence on a bullet found in the abandoned home. The evidence would eventually lead them to both Brandon and Pablo. In the end, Brandon was convicted of capital murder, and he would receive life in prison without the possibility of parole. Pablo was sentenced to 40 years in prison because he chose to help the police solve all 3 robberies and the murder.
Oh, man. Another dumb criminal. I mean, there's really nothing that comes up out of it. I mean, there's not much I can really say. This was really dumb, and it was like when people's lives are at stake, it's just even more dumb. Guys, if you have any suggestions for any other content, drop it in the comments. Make sure y'all subscribe at the top bell. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out of here.